Reese Many here, CEO of HJ Collection, down here in Weybridge, bringing you our latest completion, which is our site in Weybridge, 26 apartments. Really looking forward to bringing this to market. Weybridge is a real affluent area on the outskirts commuter belt of London. It's the closest site that we've got to the city centre. I know that we wouldn't do work actually in London itself, but we always work on the outskirts or further out of the country where there's great demand. I'm here with Joe, our operations director. Joe's really looking forward to bringing this site to fruition. Joe, what do you think of the site?
Yeah, it's a great site. As you've mentioned previously, it's one that's relatively easy for us to build. As the saying goes with HJ Collection, boxes inside boxes. So this is definitely a site that preaches that. So we purchased this site for 3.5 million. We've got total development costs of 4.2 million with a GDV of 9.8 million. So certainly one site we're looking forward to getting cracking with ASAP.
And turnaround time around 11 to 12 months?
Program of 11 months, yeah. So completion Q4 2025.
The camera guys are going to show you some other pictures of what we're going to produce this to, but for now we're going to show you how we're stripping it back and what it is right now compared to what it's going to be completed like. So just a little bit of information about this site. As you can see where we're standing, this is going to be parking areas for the residents, and as you can see, the parts are sticking out the facade at the moment. It's going to need to be changed, and new windows and new facades going in, which Joe's going to talk you through. That's probably the most trickiest part of the build, right?
Absolutely right, yeah. So unfortunately the windows don't meet the relevant U values required for residential, so the windows have got to be changed, and the feature for point of the facade that you can see, the triangle shape, that part is completely coming out. There's 3 flats that are going in that space above, and the main entrance to the complex is on the bottom left hand side as well. You mentioned the car park, Reese, as well. We're putting 28 EV charging points in this car park. We're doing our best to keep the look and feel of this car park exactly the same. We'll clean the paving up so it's a bit cleaner. The landscaping will stay the same, just added in 28 EV chargers. What
we're going to do now is head on in and show you the inside of the site. So come on in and let's have a look around. Downstairs there's going to be 10 apartments, Joe. Just talk us through the start. You know, once we're in here, where we're going to start and where we're going to get to.
So first things first with these is ripping out from what you currently see, which is what we're in the process of at the minute. It's called soft strip. So all the old walls, ceilings, all the old MEP, floor finishes, all that stuff comes out. What we try to do with that is recycle as much of it as possible or reuse it. Some of the stuff from here has been reused at other projects, which is one way of keeping costs down, increasing our environmental impact.
Yeah, because what we do is we just use we strip back to the raw materials, so it means that we keep as much CO2 emissions down by not, you know, bringing new stuff in, reusing what's on site, and if we can't reuse it on this site, we reuse it on other sites.
Absolutely right, yeah. So as you can see from the videos, this is a reinforced concrete frame, this building, massive ceiling heights, and we've actually still got a couple of 100 mil below this floor level that we're currently standing on. Which means the flats in this space, once they're built, will benefit from very high ceiling heights, which will make them incredibly desirable for the local area. Once we complete the strip out, the next phase is the dry lining. First fix to basically build all the partition walls for each of the flats, followed by the subfloor, MEP, first fix, then dry lining, second fix, and on from there.
Yeah, so just to go over what Joe just said in layman's terms, if you're not in construction, once the strip out is done, you know, I'll go back to building boxes inside boxes. The boxes will start to be formed, right? Yeah. Dry lining, tracks go down. So, you know, from the next video on, in 2 to 3 months, you'll start to see the tracks being laid, walls start to go up. After the walls start going up, the first fix will start coming in, electrics, plumbing, and all the wiring starts to take place. Very, very basic, but very, very effective way of bringing these apartments to market. So yeah, very, very simple, but there's going to be a lot of detail in this and great space to work with. So they're going to be very desirable for the local community. We've had some requests already. People want to put their name down on waiting lists to be able to, well, asking us what agents looking after this site. So where can they find out more information about tenanting this? already, just from us being around the last few days at the place. So great feel and a great vibe around the place. Really excited to bring it to fruition. And as I said, in the next couple of videos, as you'll see us progress throughout the build, you'll really see this place start to come to place and run into program within an 11-month period, you reckon?
Correct, yep,
yeah.
100%.
So we're old Joe to that, and we'll see you in 11 months once it's done. So as you can see, we're now upstairs on the site. As you can see, it's a very open space. And as we was talking about downstairs, the tracking and the boarding and the dry lining, in the next couple of videos, you'll start seeing that come to fruition. Joe just wants to talk you through the heights and where things are up here. So Joe, I know you said that there's 5 going upstairs.
Yeah, that's it. So as I mentioned earlier, it's a bit like a big loft conversion. The main structure of the building is a reinforced concrete frame. The roof is a steel frame. So what we'll be doing here, we take the ceiling grid down, we put additional steels in on this side and the other side of the building, and we put timber joists between, which forms the second floor. We take the blockwork wall down, you can see in the background, and open this right up on the second floor, and that gives us a space for the apartments in the roof space.
Well, look, I hope you found the look around, the outside, the introduction, meeting Joe, seeing our site in Weybridge beneficial for yourself. If you have any more questions regarding the site, or you'd like to come down and see this site in person, personally, feel free to reach out to me or one of my teams. Look forward to showing you this site in a couple of months and where we've progressed with it. Again, thanks for your continued support.